hated on Peppy so much. So we gotta give her a memorial. But we couldn't hate on Peppy like that. I feel like it was uncalled for. All this time we just been hating on Peppy, bro. It was too much. Too much hate on Peppy, low-key. I'm saying it. I know I'm saying what no one expects me to say after all this time, but low-key, the Peppy hate was uncalled for. Realized too late, though. And Peppy's dead, and the hate was uncalled for, and I'm saying it. You can crash out. I don't care, the hate was uncalled for. Still saving for that set of armor, though, so I'm not gonna make a diamond pickaxe. Wait, hold on. There we go. Alright. So, I'm gonna put the jukebox in the Peppy Memorial. That's where it's gonna be, because I listened to the jukebox with Peppy. So fuck. I was still trying to figure out where I was gonna put the jukebox. But I figured it out now. I'm gonna put it in Peppy Memorial. I'm so smart. Honestly, though, I'm just gonna take stuff from Miles' chest now, though, because I, I mean, he's not gonna join back, and he killed all the chickens, so it's like I don't even care. Like, he's not gonna join back, so why does it even matter? And I want to take it. And he just has a ton of stuff in there. Wait, where's the smooth stone slabs? Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna... there's no smooth stone slabs, bro. I was gonna smooth stone slab attack people, bro. Y'all don't know about that. Alright, cherry blossom trees. I'm gonna go break some cherry blossom trees. There's gonna be flowers and shit in there. It's gonna be filled with tons of cool stuff. But it's gonna be a peppy little memorial area. It's gonna be fenced up too. It's gonna be dope, honestly. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be benches and shit. This thing's about to be cool. Okay. And then I'll make an Indiana Jones and Uber Eats memorial later, but I'm making Peppy a memorial as a sorry for all the hate we gave her throughout the years. Like what, 2 years we've been hating on Peppy, bro? Ever since I'm just gonna tell everything to Miles to annoy him. I'm basically just gonna spam him and be like, I'm gonna make a Peppy memorial. He said no thanks. I was like, okay. Yes, bro, I've been waiting. This is gonna be great, dude. Wait, I go place the saplings back. Can't forget to do that. Alright. I'm gonna go make more fences. It's gonna be pretty big too. It's gonna be up on that hill. And I'm probably gonna get some new animals to put in my house. Just, you know. Not trying to replace Indiana Jones and Uber Eats. I can't really replace Peppy, but I'll probably put Pigga in there. Did I find Pigga yet in this world, or? Alright, I gotta clear this, though. There's a ton of space on this mountain. Like, I gotta clear this hill. That's what I'm gonna do. I want it to be on top of that hill. That's where it's gonna be. Actually, no, but I might not, because that might be where, what's his face, not, sorry. What's her face, I think. I keep on getting it messed up. I keep on calling Sunny a boy by accident. But, like, Sunny's house. That's where Sunny's house is. So I don't want to, like, build over Sunny's house and shit. Actually, no, I don't need those. That was just a waste. Also, I need to go get more, too, because I'm trying to make, like, things. Shit, there's gonna be, probably a statue of Peppy in the middle. Alright, benches around, cherry blossom flower petals on the ground. It's gonna be great. It's just gonna be really cool, okay? It's gonna be really cool and pay homage to the death of Peppy and all the hate that was given to her over the years. Alright. Alright, it's gonna pay homage, bro. To all the hate we've given to Peppy. I'll be right back, though. Alright, I'm back. An AFK in the bathroom. And now, we gotta... First, I want to check. This actually is the hill where it is, so I'm not gonna do it here. I'm gonna do it somewhere else. Oh, should I do it in the cherry blossom? Maybe I could just ask Sunny if I'm allowed to do it on top of their house. Or I could just, like, avoid their house. But, no, if I gotta clear out this hill, then this is the hill that's right next to their house. But, damn. Damn, this is rough. I'm gonna do it down here. But this is gonna look dumb if I clear this out. I might have to, though. Oh, yeah, I'll clear this out. I'll do it down here. What's the point of not? It's a great area to do it, might as well. And if I don't have enough space, I could just build more space with the dirt, or like land. I'm gonna make I wanna make a memorial bench. Like, you know how there's like that bench dedicated to Kurt Cobain somewhere? I don't know where it is, but, by the way, rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. But, like, there's that bench dedicated to Kurt Cobain. I want to do something like that for Uber Eats. I know it's like Pepe's getting a whole memorial and Uber Eats just gets a bench, but still. I want to build a Pepe memorial just because. I mean, when do we ever give Pepe any like anything? When do we ever give Pepe anything? Come on. Like in every world, there's like at least there's like Uber Eats has Pixie Sim, where it'd be like Blaze. Indiana Jones has like a million. And I think what's his face? Disappointment even has one. And his name is Disappointment. We gotta give Pepe something, right? This will be the world where we glaze Pepe. Even though she's dead. Rest in peace. I could build it here, but I want more space. I mean, I could build it like this, but I want more space. That's what I meant to say. Actually, really sucks that Pepe is dead, though. Let me go back to my base and sleep. Alright, so this is where it's gonna be. I need a ton of these pink tulips. I have 11. It's not really enough, but I have 9 bones. Like I could bone meal it. All right. Hey, at least I got an anvil, right? All this happened, but at least I got an anvil. And I was like, when I lied when I said I didn't care about using an anvil to Miles, because I actually did want an anvil. So at least I got something I wanted out of this. Wasn't very happy my chickens all died, but... And yes, I'm calling Peppy my chicken after what Miles did. I give a shiz. At least in this world. And I'm also going to finish Peppy's chamber. But that's going to take a lot of resources. Because there's going to be gold and diamond blocks, but it's fine. I'm going to finish her chamber in memory of her, too. And keep it exactly where it was. If Miles joins back, I'm going to destroy it and move it somewhere else. I know damn well he's going to steal from it. But he's not going to join back. He said he's not going to, so... assume he's not going to. Then again, he said that about, like, Pixie Sim and 100 other worlds. That he wasn't going to join back, and he still did, so... This one seems real. And in this case, that's kind of a good thing, because he did kill, like, all the chickens when something didn't go his way. It wasn't even my fault. He was blaming me for everything. So I'm a little glad he left this one. I just wish he didn't, like, crash out and do all that. Like, you know? Because I was having so much fun playing with them in this world, but... Bro ruined it. Alright, there's going to be a bench dedicated to Uber Eats, and this bridge is going to be in honor of Indiana Jones. Even though it was already built, it's now going to be dedicated in honor to Indiana Jones. Alright, and then Peppy is going to get her memorial to pay homage to all the hate she got. I'm going to do this every time something dies. I know I didn't do anything huge for made that grave, though, but this is like... I like doing this, like, when a pet dies or something. I did not need this many fences, but it's fine. Damn it. I fucked it up. I need to do this differently. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, so if I break... Okay, I know what I'm going to do, though. Pepe Memorial. Oh, shit, it doesn't connect to the thing. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I gotta go to sleep. Alright. I'm sure there's some sort of tutorial on how to build a fucking chicken statue. So, I'm gonna look one up. That's what I gotta do. First, I gotta find the center of this damn thing. This is pretty nice so far. It's not going amazing, but it is definitely not going bad. Alright. I'm gonna see if there's... If not, I'll just have to look at a 3D chicken sprite. Alright. I texted Kenyatta. Now I'm back building this. Alright. I'm gonna look. Is there a tutorial on how to build a chicken statue? We are going to find out. Hey, is there one? There is. Nice.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? White Wolf, Yellow Wolf. Yeah, you're going to want to start off like so.
Kind of looking for something a little smaller. This is, yeah, definitely this. This one looks great. Perfect size. Four middle blocks. Oh, okay. So I need to find the middle blocks. So obviously this is the middle of here. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no. This right here is the middle, so I could just use this as a reference, right? And now this should be the middle. Oh wait, I might have not enough space, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so this should be the middle of the whole thing, in between these two blocks, but it's fine because this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be like this. There we go. All right. How do I build it? We gotta see. All right, wait. Oh no, I gotta put it here. There we go. And then I gotta do this. One, two, three, four. I gotta build up 4 blocks. Shit. All right. I need more cobblestone. I might not have any at the base. If not, I'm just gonna go mine some cobblestone real quick. Oh, mad cobblestone in here. Okay. This might just be good, honestly. Oh no, no beak yet. Okay. No eyes, I guess. Okay, wait, so this is where the eyes would be. I'm just gonna break where the eyes would be. Right? And then go right under, and then boom. And I want to make the eyes something special. So I'll be right back. I won't be, well, I'm just gonna go to the base. But I haven't built the wings yet. So the eyes are gonna be made out of something special. I don't know what. Ooh, I think I do know what. If he has any... Oh! I'm thinking of an opportunity here, but I'm not gonna... I might... Oh my god, I wanna make it seem like there's a glint in their eyes. It's gonna be like... Never mind. I was thinking about putting item frames and then gold ingots. It'll kind of look like there's a glint in their eye, but it won't. Damn. Let me get out of granite. That'd actually be pretty cool. I'm gonna look at that. I could just leave it hollow, right?
I want to say, until you started trying shit out, it was an honor having you here. I was trying shit out the whole time.
Alright. This is pretty nice so far.
Listen, you are, I met you, I don't know, I'm 24 years old, and you were the funniest person then.
Alright.
Still, to this day.
And now...
So hard, and you're a brilliant man, and you're a very nice guy, and you coming on my show all these times over the years. If you had told me in '88 when I first met you, someday, Tony, you'll have a show, and this guy will come on and you'll waste time on your second to last show.
I might get rid of the little hands at the end, right? No, this is great. Yep, there we go. That is peak. If I get enough concrete to... Boom. Oh, no. I want to make their eyes glow. I want to either make it out of... Alright, for now, the granite will be a placeholder. But soon I want to make their eyes glow. That's going to be sick. Holy shit. Alright.
No one in the last 30 years has done this much comedy that's this good. I don't think in volume. I didn't know we get this serious, but really, there's only as funny as you. There's no funnier than you. And you and Andy, no one has a sidekick, relationship like this. Yeah. Because Andy will just lay you out with the subtlest things out of nowhere. And Conan will be very sweet as pie and explode into this comedy part. I thought I just seeing, this thing we've had together all these years, and we've become really, really good friends. And we really have. And I love you, and I thank you so much for being here. And we'll talk to we share a therapist. We share a therapist. But not a joke. Not at the same time. Not at the same time. But most of my sessions are about my relationship with Conan. Yeah. And I try to get him. And I every now and then I'll be like, Dana, she'll be like, well, I won't give her name, but she will say, like, how's it going? I'll be like, well, doing a little better than Dana. Woo-hoo. I'm probably not supposed to disclose that.
Boom.
I think it's hilarious that you and I have the same therapist.
But yeah, I want to make her eyes glow in this.
Oh, that's just wrong. You should have your own therapist. That's just terrible. No, she's fantastic. She is fantastic. You're fantastic. I'm fantastic. Well, that iconic song from only it's the Conan and George
9. Now I need to make some of these. Boom.
And I'm joined by my enemy, my friend,
Oh,
my
okay.
frenemy, a man I loathe, a man I love, Mr. Jordan Schlansky. Yes, you've been in my employ for how many years now, Jordan? Decades. Okay. Long-time our show. I would like to point out that long-time listeners of our show may have noticed something a little different today
in that our engineer Eduardo graciously played my preferred mastering of that song. This is not the readily available mastering that any fool would get on the streaming service these days.
Any fool?
Okay, I have put a lot of time and money into seeking out the best version of all of my favorite music. I have bought probably 20 versions of that album on
Great.
various media.
Great. Well,
And-
better that than have your kids go to college.
Yeah. These are hobbies. We all have our hobbies.
Okay.
Okay, these are benevolent pursuits. You spend your money on various hobbies. I believe you have a collection of guitars. Yeah.
No, they were all given to me.
I understand. Well, that's impressive.
That's cool when you just know famous people, they give you guitars.
Yeah, well, we can all aspire to that level.
So this is a special, this, to cut to the chase, this is a, what's different about this pressing of that song?
Okay. Well, like all of us, I like music. Some say the language of music is older than the word language itself. Music is a great unifier, much like food. Okay, when we all disagree on so many things, we all appreciate music. I go one step further. I like to have the best version of music to listen to. I like my music to sound as good as possible. Back in the 70s when you were growing up, you might have called me a hi-fi guy. Okay?
Yeah.
So for any given
Now
musical
I'd have a different term to you now, but this goes out to family, so I'm not gonna do it. So, again, I'm gonna try and get you to the point rather than taking us to.
Well, this is a radio show. We talk. That is our venture here. We are here to talk.
What's different about
Okay?
this
You
pressing?
interrupt my talking, but that's the whole point
What's
of the
different
show.
about this pressing?
Okay. There are many, back in the day, before things were
You keep going
standardized.
back to the day, I just wanna know what's different about this
Yeah.
pressing.
This is a spoken word program, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am speaking words,
Bro,
all right?
my
That is
dad
where
is
I was
fell
putting
asleep
aside,
watching
all right?
it's like Conan talk show.
Put aside, all
Starting to
right?
realize like Conan is actually kind of funny,
We're
low-key.
talking about the different-
And he's low-key a chill guy.
these different
And he's definitely
Okay, so now things are kind of
best
standardized.
late night host or tonight show, whatever it's called, but
My preferred musical genre.
it's actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. But this dude is like, I have no clue who this dude is. But I'm kind of interested on what's different about this pressing, low-key.
Album in question, 1981. It was released on various media, of course. Now that's very expensive, but keep your greasy fingers off of it.
Oh,
You can touch the case. Yeah, you can touch the case. I don't want it on the disc. Okay.
I'm gonna touch
Right.
the disc. I wasn't gonna touch the disc, and how did you know that I had liquid grease for lunch?
Well, I've
Just
known
a
you
big
for
bite
I've
of
known
it.
you for decades, and we've had these experiences before. So basically, I have an Inquest. This is actually a very well recorded album, very well mixed, a lot of dynamics. But in recent releases, those dynamics are squashed. There's a trend to make digital releases of music sound as loud as possible. Okay, nobody wants their song to sound quieter on the radio or on the streaming service compared to the song next to it. You know, your body language makes me feel a bit rushed. This is going to take a while, okay? I think
Okay.
Yeah, this is not
No
punchy
pun
stuff. This
intended.
is a slow
No
burn.
pun intended. I did not mean to rush you.
Yeah, you
But-
got something?
Do I have something?
Yeah, you got
Okay.
Okay.
I have a little.
I guess this is more important than what I was talking about.
I think you're gonna
Yeah.
agree that it is.
Okay.
I have a special guest for you today.
Okay.
Who's joining us right now.
All right.
Let's get him in here. I think this is a big moment. And
Okay.
There he is, Geddy Lee. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
What do you mean? Oh yes.
Yeah.
This is your
Hello.
son.
Yeah.
Geddy, how are you? Great to see you.
Again?
I can't believe I just bring Geddy into the conversation and you go,
Yeah.
oh yes.
Yeah.
Freak.
Okay, for anyone that doesn't know, we've been joined by Geddy Lee. I believe your original name was Gary Levy. Toronto, Canada, perhaps, a man of Willowdale.
I was born Gary Lee Weinberg,
Okay.
and I changed it to Geddy Lee, which is a long story.
Yeah.
Where are you right now, Geddy? Where are you zooming into us from?
I'm at home in Toronto,
Okay.
Toronto, Canada.
Lovely. And first of all, let me thank you, Geddy, because you are an iconic musician. You're a big deal, and for you to join our ridiculous show is very cool. And so thank you so much for doing that. What the reason I wanted you to join is I talked to Jordan. We've traveled the world together. We have a famous relationship. I think 40% of the time, Jordan is trying to talk to me about you, your music, and it's very flattering, but I thought you should come together now and you should talk to Jordan, because Jordan claims that this pressing is much better, of superior quality. Can you hear the difference, Geddy?
I'm learning so much today. I can tell you from Jordan, just listening to you guys talk about this stuff. There was a time I could hear the difference. I couldn't swear to hear the difference today because I'm a little bit older and my hearing isn't what it used to be. But audiophiles know far more about that quality of sound than the guys that actually make the records.
Isn't that incredible? Jordan is basing his whole life, it's like a religion to him, that this is the only version that can be played. You, Geddy Lee, can't hear the difference.
I understand that. Nevertheless, I appreciate what he's done, and now I want to hear his work in the best way possible. Is really honoring him and his family.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I like a dynamic version. Now, my favorite recording or mastering of moving pictures
There we go.
the original Dutch vinyl record, and there is a famous
Here it is. This
visual
is-
rip of that online, and I requested
There we go.
to play it on air, and I was unable to obtain that permission.
And I
Yeah,
want
Are
to-
you feeling at all unsafe right now? Are you feeling that you're in the presence of, I don't know, a madman? Someone who,
I'm very impressed, and I understand that Rush fans are quite nerdy, as I am myself. And this is
There we go. That is the Pepe Memorial.
You know the Dutch pressing of one of our records.
That's right.
That is, if that doesn't qualify for nerdy.
Now I'm gonna make a bench for Uber Eats and dedicate that bridge to Indiana
Well, you're a
Jones.
nerd. These men and their engineers at Les Studio in Morin Heights, Quebec, in 1980, 1981, spent a lot of time to get a certain sound. Okay, they experimented with different techniques. Digital technology was new at that time. Their drummer Neil Peart wore a microphone taped to his chest to get a drummer's
you know, it might
perspective.
be interesting to hear Geddy Lee talk about Rush. Geddy, would you like to say anything about those days and some of the innovations and what the sound you were going after? Or are we going to let R2D2 over here spit out this bullshit? Go ahead, Geddy Lee. You have the microphone.
I'd be happy to chime in.
Yes.
But yes, Jason, you're correct.
It's Jordan, by the way.
When we recorded at the studio, we were one of the first bands, certainly in the genre of music we were making, to use a digital mixdown system. And computerized mixing was kind of a new thing in 1980, so
All right.
we experimented with a lot
A
of
picture
that
of
kind
it.
stuff. And it was not easy because you were
Now,
working with new technology.
I'm gonna go make a bench for
You're
Uber
quite
Eats
right that,
and a
rock
dedicate
bands
that bridge
that they
to
were
Indiana
one of the
Jones.
last of the genre to convert from analog to digital. A lot of people were questioning the validity of digital music for hard rock.
All right.
Anyway, it was a hell of a good sound, a hell of a good noise. It up for weeks.
I want to make it right by the pig pen.
Studio in the snow in the winter. So, yeah, it was, and Neil did indeed have a microphone taped to his chest, particularly I think for the songwriters. So we could get sound that he hears in terms of there's a certain impact
This
the drummer gets from his drum kit that nobody
bench
else can hear because they're in front of the drums and not sitting behind
is
them. So we wanted to blend some of that. So
dedicated
and thank you for doubling down on the nerdy thing. Now, Geddy, this is an awkward question, but say Jordan were to show up outside your home in Toronto, would you invite him in and let him stay for a week?
Of course, the chicken.
Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
Oh, that was the greatest thing that ever happened. Geddy Lee, thank you so much. Jordan, I'm sorry, but that's just the answer. That's the answer. Something's gonna have to be.
Look, I appreciate the music. I understand that we don't need to know each other in real life. I respect that professional distance. But nevertheless, I appreciate the music. I have many things to say which will go unsaid today and stay for another day.
You have a chance to ask him anything you want.
Yeah, this is your chance. This is your big chance.
Fire away.
More so requests than questions. I've educated myself on most of the knowledge base out there.
This bridge
Of course,
is
there are
dedicated.
requests, certain material I would like to see. There was a 1990 concert at the Palace of Auburn Hills, Michigan on the Presto Tour. It was shot by in-house cameras at the venue.
Boom.
Of course,
And then I'm gonna move this
a
jukebox
special
to
album,
the Pepe
years ago, but it
Memorial.
wasn't the entire
And
entire concert on video.
well, first I'm gonna
Of
sleep.
that Presto show, because that was my first concert, April
Do
1990.
you know what he's talking about, Getty?
Vaguely, actually. I think some of those venues did record our shows back then. There is a show that we did record in 1997 in Toronto at the amphitheater that we have yet to release. But there is some talk about doing something with that time will tell. But I don't remember that particular footage.
Yeah, it was released under the name Through the Rabbit Hole.
Boom.
And I understand the artist doesn't necessarily.
There's nothing really over here too, so I'm glad I built this.
And that's not his responsibility. His responsibility was to make the music, and then he has the right people that he trusts to take it from there, and I respect that. I'm not requesting that you handle it personally, but if it ever comes up in discussion, there is a call for that by the fans. And I would like to see the last, some of the later albums, such as Vapor Trails and Clockwork Angels, released in a more dynamic form. In 2015, the Abbey Road engineer Sean McGee remastered most of their catalog from their Mercury years, and then some of the later releases as well. But he never got to those two, and there aren't really good dynamic releases of those. I would like to hear those at some point in the future. Thank you for your time and attention.
Dude, you need to send me a list of this stuff.
Yeah, Getty, it doesn't seem to be. I'm going to say he's not writing any of this down.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'm well aware.
And I did notice he has, like me, he has a button in his study
Yeah.
that alerts security, and he's been leaning on that thing for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Miles just apologized.
Getty, you are a very good
You know what?
performer,
I'm gonna.
in addition
I
to being
should
a
be
very
like,
talented musician.
fuck you, or I should say K or something. But you know what?
It was very nice of you to
Honestly,
drop in
it's just a game, so no need to be mad at him for so long.
I worry about Jordan, frankly, and I think after this conversation, you're a little worried about him too.
In all seriousness, I understand it's his birthday, so, or coming up to his birthday, is that?
Recently passed.
Okay, well, I just
I'm gonna
want to
start
wish
a party
you
with him.
happy birthday,
Thank
Jordan.
you very
Thank you for being a fan.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, and hopefully we will get to be on a more human level than through the
And
Zoom
with
machine.
So, Miles,
30 present,
I'm not gonna
You
kill
can
you.
kill me if I want.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna give you what I have.
I'm not. Listen, bro. I was only like upset because I was genuinely having a lot of fun like with you in this world. I was like glad that we finally found something that we played together. And honestly, you can keep that. I was just upset because like we never really played anything together anymore, and we played this a lot, so it was like fun.
take care, Getty Lee. Thank you very much.
But like,
No, that's from the chickens.
oh, yeah, actually, I probably should. Let me show you the memorials. So this one is for Uber Eats. This is the bench,
I met him a few times.
and
He's incredibly well
I
spoken.
dedicated the
It's enjoyable to listen
bridge to Indiana Jones.
Those are called sentences. Yeah, right, but the way he puts words together.
You know, this one, and then the Pepe Memorial is over here. It's not technically finished because I want to make her eyes glow, but right now I just made them out of granite.
I think there's a conflation with the idea of fandom. So most people are fans and they feel like they need to
And then the jukebox is gonna be in here.
hang out with the person. I'm a huge fan of Rush, but I don't feel the need to hang out or even meet him.
Guess what? That feeling is shared
Yeah.
by, I think, by Getty Lee. And the rest
You
of
should go get your stuff because if you were far enough away, it probably wouldn't have despawned.
Right.
I mean, and he does not want to meet you,
Right.
and shouldn't really meet you.
Right. Based on this presentation, based on what he was given, I would not.
Damn,
want to
bro.
meet you.
So you
Right,
understand?
what I'm saying,
you
he's seeing a very limited side of me. Okay?
No.
Yeah.
He's not seeing a limited
Yeah.
side of you. That is you.
No, he is seeing
What do
what
you
was
mean
just
seeing-
presented to him.
What was just presented to him is you.
Oh,
We have many
here, bro.
aspects to our
Come here.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I took that from your base, but you got it back. I'm not
Oh
gonna.
shoot.
I've walked around it.
Bro said he took everything you would have wanted and then forgot the anvil.
There are many sides.
Low key, I was kind of like that. I was kind of glad you didn't take that. Like, not even no lie, bro. But you're back now, so
Why,
we
you
gotta.
wanted it?
Yeah, low key. But it's fine. I actually have enough iron for one myself, I think. So I'll
You
be
can use
good.
mine.
No, it's good, bro.
I feel really bad.
Don't. It's all good. At least I could.
Any more chickens that we can get except for like reviving Indiana Jones.
Well,
But it just wouldn't really be authentic, you know?
yeah.
Oh, I actually did think of a new chicken idea.
What?
We can call it Sparks, and you can only get it from finding naturally generating chicken eggs. You can find them in chests and shit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want that. Actually, I do want to use your anvil for one thing, if you don't mind.
You gonna use what?
Your anvil for one thing, if you don't mind. Like, I want to...
What is it?
So I'm going to put all the chickens
You wanna
in...
come with me, just in case I die, you can take the anvil?
I'll come with you to help you get your stuff, too. But... So, like, I want to...
Go, when you're looking at the Pepe Memorial up front, go left and over the river.
Alright, but... So what I want to do with it is I want to get a piece of paper. So, like... I'm going to put all the chicken meat...
By the way, sorry to interrupt, but if you have, like, a secret plan to kill me, then I'd rather you just tell me now.
No, I'm not gonna, I promise. So, what I was thinking about doing is I want to put all the chicken meat underneath the memorial, right? Underneath the gravestone that I made for them. But since we...
I feel... you wanna know why I feel bad?
Why?
I ate one.
I know. So I'm gonna say, like... But there's gonna be a piece of paper instead of Indiana Jones. It'll say, like, remains are lost or something, and then it'll have, like, a message about Indiana Jones or something. So I was thinking about doing...
Do you have paper right now?
I do have 3 pieces of paper. I just made them.
I'm coming over to the base.
I want to, but the only problem is, like, we got to find a way to separate the chests, because they'll become double chests. Or we could just put one chest. Yeah, I'll just do that. Alright. I want to check if I have any chests, actually, but I can just make some. The only thing I took from you besides that was this sugar cane. You can have the rest, that's what I made the paper with. And I took your cherry wood to make the memorial. I might have took something else, but I don't remember. Hold up. Alright. Let me name a piece of paper. Let me...
Well, you and I are different. Maybe you're somehow consumed by the idea of fame. Nope. But I'm going to say very clearly, I have no interest in famous people simply because they're famous. You must sometimes...
It'll say remains lost, and then something like memories not. I don't know.
That thought does occur to me based on situations that happen around me, but I don't reject you or accept you simply because you're famous. I don't seek out famous people. I don't feel any more exhilaration talking to a famous person than a non-famous person. Now, there are some famous people
Fuck,
that I am infatuated with that I've never met. Okay?
Oh wait,
Neil
plural.
Diamond, Kristen Rogers from General Hospital in the 1980s. There are certain... What a list! Yeah, there are Neil Diamond, Kristen Rogers.
Wait, hold on. I just got a text.
I can count on one hand the amount of famous people I was
What?
very interested to meet. Oh, I got Kristen Rogers here. Kristen Rogers, Australian. Yes, he's certainly a beautiful voice. I don't know how old he is. 78. Okay.
It could do this, but it cuts off. I want to make it say memories lost, but, I mean, remains lost, but memories can't go missing or something like that. I don't know if we'll have enough space.
You wanna help me get my stuff now?
Yeah, one sec.
You were an empty vessel, and you decided to watch a soap opera, and you saw a person acting on a soap opera and modeled who you are after that person. You certainly extrapolated a bit, okay? I think you embellished the core of what I was saying, okay? Repeated what you said.
The man spoke like music. You listen to the words that come out of his mouth in his Australian accent. He speaks like music. He could play it all. He could play the mystery. He could play the drama, love, anger. That episode with him and Bert is in December 1986. It's Bert Ramsey, his former police commissioner that betrayed him and became head of the mob. When he yelled at him at the end of that episode, that was like stunning. That yeah.
What boy your age is watching soap operas? These soap operas were meant for housewives.
There was
Alright.
a time I sought out those old episodes of General Hospital. I tried to get the footage.
I'm gonna put that. I just need a chest now. Oh, let's just make one, actually.
Do you have any food?
I do have some food.
Your whole life is facing lost footage that no one else can be sure about.
Here, I have food behind you. It's from the pigs that died in it. Now let me just put this in the grave. I'll be right back.
1990. I missed it. I missed it by less than how you missed your birthday. And you know what I think about? So, unacceptable. And I say, guys, we need to put that on the rooftop of Beth Israel Hospital. And I just want to say, seen most of it, but some you guys to the bathroom break, and it's missing, and so you're asking for that footage. He doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. I know he doesn't know what the fuck. Now, I'd rather meet Krista Robinson Gettingly, goddamn. But there, I said it. I said it.
Zion,
Yeah,
where you at?
I'm going to put this thing in the grave.
The memorial?
No, and there's a gravestone for all three of them, remember?
Where's that?
It's over here. It's on the hill behind the house. Like, they gotta go around a little. Alright. So the cooked one is Uber Eats, right?
Yeah. Peppy is raw.
And then I put the piece of paper. Oh yeah, let's do that. And we're gonna just...
Actually, you could put the actual leads there if you want.
Oh yeah, let me do that. I'll put this here and this there. Cause it just looks good and still
Realistically,
technically.
you could do this.
And then let's get
That
the
makes more
trap
sense.
door and put it above Peppy. Go,
I'll be there.
oh wait, go, sleep too, there's some
Yeah, I'm gonna slap.
sleep and then get the trap door. We'll put it above Peppy. Bro, I'm so PMO, you can barely, actually wait, no, it's better, because now you can actually see the chain in the dark. So all the torches.
I think I accidentally ate the sacred potato.
Damn, it's fine, we can make a new one. I got hella potatoes over there if you don't have potatoes,
There is no new sacred potato.
I suppose. We could make like the sacred wheat.
It won't be the same.
But alright.
Can you put the Miles' fat note under Indiana's?
Oh, that is the Miles' fat note. I changed it into that. Sorry. Well, you like how I put the
Stuff.
colors, like the colors that we call remember like their amulet?
Peppy was blue.
Yeah, that's why she has a blue flower. So they had like remember we had their amulets in the first world that we came up with Peppy? And
Yeah.
we named it like all the names of their amulets,
Yeah.
different colors.
I bet you could guess what name Peppy was based off of.
Pepsi, right? I think.
Yeah. It's because I didn't like Pepsi.
You didn't like Peppy?
No, Pepsi.
Oh.
No, I didn't like Peppy. Maybe that's why we ended up blaming all of our problems on her.
Why?
Because her name is based off a thing that I didn't like.
Yeah, hold on. Let me post this video. I'm gonna crouch right here.